Why can't anything just work? Why can't things work the way I want them to work? You have to be a freaking tech specialist to get everything to work all the time. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Do I ever read the manual? Gus, my man, I don't even know, dude. So let's just take a deep breath. Let's relax. Let's enjoy the view of this beautiful ramp looking down at Letitia James Airport in Columbia. I'm not even sure where this airport is. I know it's in the Takeoff Studios package, and it's absolutely a juicy little gem sitting there near the Amazon as we head over to the heart of the Amazon, really. I'll get to what's going on here in a second, college dude. But yes, just taking a moment, taking a deep breath. The latest of things to not go well is I tried to connect my yoke right now. Just doesn't want to connect to the sim, so I'm having to use it in potato mode, which is gonna suck. But we'll do potato mode yoke for the stream, I guess. Anyway, guys, sorry, apologize for the delay on that one. A lot of things going on here before the stream went live. My sim decided to crash about 7 times consecutively on startup. No reason at all. Didn't install anything else in the community folder. No new airplanes, nothing. About the 8th try, it worked, loaded in. And then right when I was getting ready to go live, if you saw on the Discord, I just hear this like leaking sound. And I look up over my left shoulder and a stream of water is coming down from the overhead light. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Contacted the office landlord, and they're going to send somebody to take a look at it. I put a 5-gallon jug underneath it right now. It looks to be doing okay. It's slowing down a little bit. So got that secured. Then I realized I needed some coffee, so I scrambled, got some coffee, came here, and went to connect to the sim with my yoke before the stream goes live. And no, yoke doesn't want to connect. The Bruner yoke doesn't want to connect. But you know what? I'm not restarting the sim again because I'm tired of restarting the sim and I just want to get this thing flying. So apologize for keeping you waiting, but I am ready and I hope you guys are ready. This is going to be an interesting one. I haven't done a flight like this at all. I put the poll up in chat. I said, you guys want to go west to, and if this continues, I might just Alt F4 because my patience is getting a little bit thin, y'all, getting a little bit thin. But I have the coffee here to help me out. So maybe I'll regain the coffee, but the connection in and out, starting to get a little annoyed by that. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I put a poll up in chat. Said, do you want to go east into the heart of the Amazon, which is what we originally had planned. And then I found a cool little airport just to the west of here, about 400 miles, that has some very interesting terrain around it. It's kind of nestled in the hills, and I guess it was a close vote, but the vote was to go eastbound over the Amazon. So what we're going to do, we're going to go eastbound over the Amazon today, and then on the next stream, it'll be a longer stream, maybe like it's actually 722 miles exactly, 722. So we'll do a quote unquote long haul going back to the west, and we'll use we'll look at a 727 green dot video. Probably, I'm not sure when I'll do that one. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe this weekend. I'm not quite sure. I had a little change in my schedule, so I actually go to work Thursday, Friday. I swapped my trip out, so I go Thursday, Friday, then I'm off this weekend through Labor Day. So we will have more streams over the weekend. Anyway, what did I miss there? I missed a milestone chat. Who was that? Arlen McDory, 19 months. Hello, a live stream on my day off. Arlen, absolutely. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for the 19 months of support, my friend. Appreciate you. All right, chat, let's reset this drone cam. Now, here we are on the ramp in, where are we at? Alfredo Vasquez Cobo. We're just on the very bottom of Colombia, right? I believe. So we're going to head east on the old school VASP X Cargo. I love this livery. This livery is juice. This livery is really, really, really cool. I like this old school livery on the 7.2. There's been some really awesome liveries released, including a couple from Whiskey Throttle that I really want to fly with the Canadian Air Cargo package. It looks awesome. Northern Air Cargo looks really, really cool. Look at this old school Aero Sucra right there, though. That's awesome, too. Love that one. Almost flew that livery. If we were going to fly west, I would have taken that Aero Sucra livery, that same exact one. But we're going east. We're going over the Amazon. The weather was at minimums. It's foggy. It's hazy. I fast-forwarded the sim time about 2 hours so we can have a little bit of better lighting instead of right at 12 noon. If it gets too dark, I might have to wind it back, but I don't think it will. So let's take a deep breath. Let's enjoy the 727. I'll make sure you have sim sounds here once we get things fired up. I'm going to run these up. You should have sim sounds once we get the airplane fired up. So we'll skip the shout-outs today. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. And thanks for voting 727 in Brazil, because I put up a vote to the members as well. What are we going to fly next? And this is what you all voted for. So here we go. Batteries coming on. We're going to go right into a APU start. APU start. So let's do a fire test. And we'll do reset once. And reset 2. Make sure you have sim sounds. And starting up the APU. Here we go. Do you have sim sounds? Tell me you have sim sounds. Be careful of the turbulent weather over the mountains. Shouldn't be any mountains on this flight. Shouldn't be any mountains on this one. Glad to catch another live in the spirit of Latin America. I'm having some papusas for lunch. Very cool, VA Beach Pilot. Very cool. What's on the menu for Labor Day? Spoken Any Meals dub? I'm not sure yet, man. I have to pace myself because we're having basically a 4-day party of football season that week where we have Thursday night is the kickoff, right? And then there's a Friday game, then there's Saturday, and then there's Sunday. So I don't know, man. I got to pace myself. Might just go low-key on Monday, and then we're going to be cooking meats for 5 days straight. All right, we're up and running. Let's go ahead and close the generator. With that, we need to do another thing here. Let's go ahead and go hydraulic system B. And I believe you only need the ground interconnect for closing the gear door. Looks like our aft air store just popped open. I had that selected open in the manual, so we're in the EFB thing. We'll pop that. Let's go ahead and master power this and open up our cargo door here. Gotta love it. I'm having issues with the HSI. Juan Carlos, we'll take a look at it, man. You can't do an ILS? I don't know if we have an ILS tonight, so we'll have to see. Look at that cargo door opening up. I love it. Can't wait to watch Georgia Clemson. Go Dogs. Oh yeah, go Dogs. Yeah, Beach Pod. For that one, go Dogs for sure. What, did Water meme it out in the Discord? Uh-oh. You need the ground interconnect for anything on the A system at the moment. That is probably only gear doors. Anthony Valelo, thank you so much, man. Our Real World 7.2 expert in the house. Yeah, I was watching old school 727 video. And we'll depower, we'll master power off. Yeah, power's off. Okay, cool. And I was watching kind of some procedures on the what am I trying to say? The flight engineer panel. Navigation lights coming on. We'll get the logo lights on because why not? While we're up here, I'm going to, we'll keep the fasten seatbelts off, no smoking off, that's fine. We'll squawk 2000. We don't have anybody on right now, but we'll set 200. We do have a flight plan. We're going to load that up here in the SIVA, and we know that the SIVA takes quite some time to align, so we're going to hop right into that out of the gate. Also, we need to make sure we are on extra APU power. We're on APU power. Yes, we are. Okay, good. APU power, we're all loaded up. System looks good. And we have the APU, so let's go cooling doors open before I get locked down there on the SIVA. Go Tigers. Okay, don't click active pause so I could close the door. Oh my gosh, man, that was something else. Still need to get an active pause emoji. All right, APU bleed and packs are coming on, so we get some air conditioning in here. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's get the standby and alignment process going here first. So we're going to go to the pause. We're going to pull up Navigraph. I'll let you guys see Navigraph and follow along here. Where is Navigraph? Should be this one here. Boom. How long is this flight, Donald Lett? I'm actually not sure. En route, probably hour 30, perhaps. Maybe a little less. We'll see. All right, we're going to put our position here at Alfredo Vasquez Airport. We are located in the southern hemisphere now, so we're going to use the 8 key. This is going to be something I'm going to be careful of here. Don't want to accidentally mess this up. So we're going to hit S for south, and it's 411.5. 411.5, insert followed by west. 6956. 6956.5. That's west, insert. And now we will move this over to desired track status and move that to the aligned position, and it's going to start ticking down. So we're going to come back to that in a minute. We can align waypoints while we wait for this to align, but we're just kind of putting the waypoints in there to back us up. I might even shorten these down. I might not even put the intermediate fixes. We're going to be following a VOR airway, hoping we actually have the signal to pick it up. So what ICAO? We are VASP, VSP. So we're VASP Cargo. VSP is the ICAO code, call sign VASP. All right, so let's hide Navigraph for now because we've got a couple other things we need to set up. First and foremost, we'll come back over here. We'll get our master switches on. That looks good. And then we'll come back to the panel lights. I want to get some fluorescent panel light on. Hey, there we go. We'll turn that on for now. Let's brighten up these here. And we are going, let's do background panel lighting as well. There we go. All right, our cruise altitude, SimBrief gave me 23. I'm selecting 27. I'm not sure what's up with SimBrief on that. I think we can reach 27. We'll take a look at the chart here if we remember to. But at 27,000 feet, that's going to be 2.3 on the pressurization. SKLT is the ICAO code. Window open, dumping the nice, cool cockpit air you see overboard. Yes, I love it. A mixture of fresh air and cold air. It's one of my favorite things to do. Have the window open with air on. We get a spicy view on no frou-frou coffee. FO forgets to start the APU. Rage quit. Alt F4. I'm very, very close winging that to an Alt F4. The yoke, the Brunner yoke not connecting to the sim has pretty much got me right on the limit. I'm very upset about that because that's one of the best parts about flying the 727 is having force feedback. But anyway, the standby, you set departure altitude minus 200 feet when cruising. You set it on the table, and before descent destination minus 200. In the standby, okay, what? Say what? You set departure altitude minus 200 feet. When cruising, you set it to the table, and before descent destination minus 200 feet. Talking about this? Oh, you mean put it in standby here? Nah. Ain't nobody got time for that. What is the landing elevation though? So we are going to SPEG, S-P-E-G. Let's look at the taxi here. Parking gates. Nope. Airport information. Make it full screen. What do we have? Airport reference point is 263 on 29, 252. We'll just call it 260 feet for landing elevation. 260. Airport ICAO, SKLT. SKLT to SBEG. Is our Brunner guy out to lunch? Vodka? Yeah, I don't know where Vodka's at. It's working for him. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. No, it's just It has to do with the sim crashing 8 times. I don't know if something with sim connect. I don't know, man. Whenever it happens, I have to restart the whole sim in order for it to connect again. Something isn't launching during the boot up phase, and I just can't be asked to reboot the sim again. So this is where we are departing, though. Leticia, Colombia, Alfredo Vasquez. Let's take a look at our pre-flight information. We're going to download from SimBrief. We're going to start the cargo load. We're going to start the fuel load. Looks like we need 11, 22, 33,000 pounds of fuel just about. Go to our takeoff speeds. We'll look at that here in a minute. I will pull out the current METAR from Navigraph, and then we're going to continue working on our INS. Oh, I see what you're saying, Gus. I see what you're saying. These are separated. This is for auto mode. This is the standby cabin altitude mode. Oh, I see. So standby altitude is departure. Oh, I don't care about standby. We ain't got time to use standby. So then I'm just going to leave it in auto mode, 27,000 feet and landing altitude. So we're just going to leave it as is. I have that set up in case we lose pressurization in flight, and I already know the cabin altitude, so I don't have to look at the table. But I see what you're saying now. We got 3 separate panels. I gotcha. But that's dumb, so we're going to continue on doing it the way we've always done it here. So we are in align mode 075. Let's pull up the Navigraph waypoints and begin plugging away. So we're going to let this continue to do its thing. I actually don't like this fluorescent light. Let me turn that fluorescent light off. Which one did I turn on? All right, I like this better. All right, so for waypoints, while this is doing its thing, I'm going to come over here to the waypoint function. I'm going to cycle off of our pause, and we're going to import waypoint 1. So waypoint 1 is going to be Leticia VOR, which is real close to us. So Southern Hemisphere, 411.3 or 411.3, insert. And then it's going to be west 6956. 6956.4. Insert. Good. All I need to do is put the wrong waypoint in here, and then I'll really be upset. Eplag is our first waypoint along the airway, Alpha 566. Again, that's south 408.5. Insert. Followed by west 6935.9. Insert. Waypoint 3. I already screwed that up, didn't I? I already screwed that up. Waypoint 1, 411.3, 6956.4. Waypoint 2, 4085, 695.9. That's waypoint 2. Oh, man, I screwed this up. The numbers are off here. I see what's going on here. This is going to screw me up here. These numbers are off. Because I didn't start with 1. Let's just delete those so I don't get messed up again with that. Let's leave it just like that. So, waypoint 3, 123 is Butab, south, 407.6, insert, followed by west, 6930, 6930.6, insert, waypoint 4. We're going to come on down here, which is really waypoint 5. So let me 4, 5, 6. There we go. That looks better. 100% chance we're getting lost. Well, it wouldn't be the first time an aircraft's been lost over the Amazon. So, yeah. Waypoint 4, let's go ahead and put that in. That's south 347.6. I have the perfect green dot episode I want to watch, too, if we're flying over the Amazon. That 737-200. I think he did it. I think he did a video on that one. That they flew the wrong direction. They just literally took off the wrong direction and didn't catch it until they were way out over the middle of nowhere. West 6719.4. And waypoint 5, Tefe, is TFE, located south 323.3. 323.3, followed by west 64437. 64437. Boom. Waypoint 6, our destination. Get a direct to. That is going to be located again south 302.5. Insert, followed by west 6003.0. That could be a tricky one you could mess up. 6003.0. Insert. We are all done. We'll come back down to waypoint 1. If we look at our desired track, we're at 55. We're almost there. We'll probably green light click it here in just a little bit, but let's get rid of, before we get rid of Navigraph, let's look at the current weather. Weather right now is showing 310 at 5. So if it's 310 at 5, we're probably going to depart off runway 03 to the north. So let's look at the SIDS. Now, we don't have anything crazy, I don't think, that we need to do here. We're not going out to Dallock. We could use the ARC out to Butab. I guess, should we do the... Nah, let's use this one. Let's make a right turn to Butab. So this will be our departure procedure. We're doing the Butab to Lima going northbound departure. How we identify this... I don't know. It's RNAV. It's an RNAV departure, so we can't do it. So the only one we can do is takeoff southbound. Only off course by 400. Double check waypoint 5. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Somebody brought up. Somebody's trying to saboteur the stream, I think. But let's look at that right now. Waypoint 5. We need to double check. So let's go to position or waypoint. Waypoint 5, let's verify. 323.3 south, 644.3.7 west. Looks good to me. Looks good to me, right? And waypoint 6, let's just make sure that destination is there. 302.5 and 603.0 is in. Okay, good. So those look all good to me. We should be fine. No worries. Zach Renfrey, you just trying to be a saboteur. Get saboteur emojis in chat. We have our first saboteur of the stream. Okay. All right, we're all good, though. So that looks good. As far as... Let's see, there's some other aircraft here. What's everybody else doing? All right, he's taxiing out. That Aerosucra's taxiing out. Let's go 22.8. I got to turn my radio on. Let's get rid of this. VHF 1. Volume up. Oh, you know what? My radio panel's not working. Great. My radio panel's not working either. 122.8.
Departing to the west. See you later, mid V1.
Oh no, and my push to talk is probably not going to work, will it? Because... Oh no, I think it will. And what room are you guys departing? I just tuned in.
V1.
Cover that. Alright, so 2-1 departure is actually what we... That's going to be the easy one, right? Airport SID, B-Tab 2 Lima. No. So we got to go this way. Dang it. Alright, 213, so off the Letitia James VOR is 17.5. Good thing we don't have a lot of different frequencies. I don't know why the my... That's probably the same reason why my Bruner's not connecting. Is because the same reason why my radio panel's not connecting. Alright, but we have 17.5, radial of 213. Outbound is what we need. So radial 213 outbound. Let's come in here and let's select course line 213. Close enough, and it'll be a heading. Why isn't our heading bug rotating either? Why isn't our heading bug rotating? Hold on, stand by. Control options. Getting close, chat. Getting close. Huh. So that works. Did they change how these things are bound? If they changed how all this is bound, select heading bug, so that's all there. If they change this in the last update, I will probably rage quit. So that's plus. Where's my decrease? Minus. Okay, so it's all there. It's all there. Heading bug works here. Course knob is selectable. Heading knob is not selectable. Why would the heading knob not be selectable? Let's go ahead and ready up our nav. Let's get one fuel tank pump on in each fuel tank. Hydraulics off, so we get ready for start. Bleeds are open, packs are off. Somebody's departing. Let's watch this departure. And then why would that have changed? Have you guys noticed that? Oh, here goes that 7.2. Here he goes. Maybe it only works with the plane on? No, that shouldn't be it. Let's see here. I'm going to wait till everything gets fired up. Oh, look at that. We're going to have to wind the time back a little bit. Ooh. That looked like a tail strike. Oh. That was definitely a tail strike.
Zero tail strike.
All right, let's get ready to start it up here. So we're going to close up the doors. Let me make sure active pause is off. Active pause is off. Power it up. Cargo door, close. We're closing it up. What is that SATEC panel thing called, right? There was a... I thought there was a radio something that you had to launch. If the 7.2 is buggy, it won't fly right. Well, I haven't really seen any bugs yet, so... Trying to see sim plugins. It's not Sim Connect. There's something else that it was called, and for some reason I can't figure it out right now. That's all right. Let's close up that cargo door. Download this weather. We'll set EPR. Set V speeds 4049. Well, that can't be right, but 404039. 5.25 on the trim. We are done with the fuel. Gross is 166.9. Min takeoff 174. So we're below that. That's a flaps 15. Magic barrel ref key is set. That's all good. I think we can pretty much put this away. We'll go ahead and close the aft air stair. Close chocks and cones. Forward entry is closed. Let's get the beacon light on. V-Joy? Oh, maybe it's V... No. No. Oh, look at that other 7.2. How do I minimize, oh no. Hopefully that didn't just jack our engine start. We got pressure. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Let's just make sure that didn't mess it up. Grounding 1. Let's better start. No, I don't use FSUI PC. It's SATEC something. It's a desktop icon, but for some reason with AMD, I don't see all of my desktop icons when I even open up like the desktop icon thing, and it's weird. No, there's no active pause. Why is the heading bug not working? Stable. Start light is out. Start 3. I love the era of engine fires are so common. We'll put the fire handles right in the middle. Yeah. %. Fuel on. Avionics power just got here for the heading bug. Avionics power is on. I'll double check here in a second. Once we get everything genned up, but it shouldn't have anything to do with avionics power. It's an analog switch. There's no power required for the heading bug. See how I can move it? All right, we got 2 good starts and 3 coming on. Monitoring our temps. Fuel on. Let's close it up. It's getting a little loud in here. This is a lot of work. Hope you get extra pay and benefits. Nah, man, they were running these airplanes 3, 4, 5 legs a day, my man. All right. Left air conditioning pack. Right air conditioning pack is back on. These are coming closed. We're going over to generator 1. It appears to be in sync. We'll close you. Gen 1 online. APU's tripped off. There it is. There it goes. So now we're going to look at Gen 2. We'll sync Gen 2. Then we will sync Gen 3. And let's close them up. Put you back on Gen 2, Essential to Gen 2. Nothing discharging. TRs look good. Beautiful. Go ahead and get galley power 1 and 2 coming on. That looks good over there on that panel. We have oil APU is still running. Let's get hydraulic system B on. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our fuel tank pumps on. Let's come up here and switch the system A. Takes care of that light. That's out. APU needs to be turned off. We'll go ahead and select the power off on the APU panel. We're looking good. All right, we're doing the flaps 15. No flap sounds? Where'd my flap sounds go? Why are the flap sounds gone in the 7.2? They're gone. No flap sounds. The flap sounds are gone. One of the best flap sounds we had. We had the best flap sound for about a week. Now we've got no flap sounds. No flap sounds, a deal breaker. I'm also getting, I'm a little suspected out here that we're not getting any distance or DME. Let me check number 2, 117.5. Let's put 1175 here in the standby. 17.5, 17.5. If I look at Navionics, Navigraph, go to the overview page of our flight, the Tefe is 12.9, so let me put 12.9 in standby. 12.9 is there. 12.9 goes here. Let me make sure these lights are still bugged out. Nothing. So this is still bugged. Remember, this light would switch back and forth. Very interesting. No line of sight to the VR. It's very possible, Fubar, very possible. So I'm going to maintain that. Now, what makes me think that that's it's suspect, though, is because these are all on. Master switches are on. This departure requires you to fly the VOR. Ah, there we go. So now we're getting DME 1. So we're getting distance. And we're not flagged out, so maybe actually we're getting something here. It's 213 on the course, though. 213. Active pause is on. Again. But that, we're still looking okay there. Charts. SID. Boot tab. Going southbound, full screen, arc. 213 outbound and a left turn around. 213 outbound. Yeah, so we're getting signal. We're getting signal. All right, we're good. Let's get out of here. Let's get the taxi light on. We're going straight to the runway pretty much. So with going straight to the runway, we're turning it all on. We'll close these up. Forgot my little after start flow. That's all good. We'll put you on TARA, even though we don't have an RA, so let's just put you on altitude mode, I guess. That's armed. Everything looks good. Taxi is on. Lights out. Brakes released. Let's get out of here. Now we do have our Boeing cam, Tiller cam, which I love. I'm a little, why don't we have any taxi lights? Look at that, though. Is my taxi light on? There we go. I like these flap. The wing textures look pretty good on this livery. It almost looks like it's been edited a little bit, unless that's part of the update. Look at those slats. Those slats look pretty dang good. Spin it on out here. Where are we at? Letitia traffic. VOSP 357 back taxi runway 21. Okay, you win. I just bought this now. Man, oh, look at that King Air right there. That's cool. That's part of the scenery. All right, we're doing a back taxi out to 21. just wish we had the flap sounds, man. The flap sounds were some of the best in the game. Let's do a before takeoff checklist, please. I'll get that, Tim Waters. I won't forget that switch. I can't wait to do a 777 fly with this tiller. It's so different. I love it. Looks like he's doing a valve transit test or something. Try the flaps again with active pause off. Okay, I will. I don't think I had active pause on for that. Let's try it. We'll go to 25. Yeah, nothing. No flap sounds. Come back up. 15. Nothing. It got bugged 2 updates ago. At least before, we had it like, it was bugged out before to where you could hear them all for a split second. And now you can't hear any of them at all. Let's set our cruise altitude 27,000 feet up here in the altitude window. 270 is set. And heading bug is still bugged. Heading bug is bugged. Radio panel won't turn on. Is there a place, is there like a sim connect file or something that I can connect? Something is not properly working here. The flap sounds are sitting beside the 175 custom FMC in a warehouse underground. Bomb Tech. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Look at those slats, though. The slats, look, the slats have been definitely been updated. If I remember where my freaking views are. Yeah, they look thicker. They look meatier. Got a drop for a meeting. Here's a Yoga V1 positive rate. Fly with. Hey, Tyson. Thank you so much, man. Head back to that meeting, dude. Thanks for stopping by. No swim and climb. Not that radio panel. I'm talking about my Throtletek radio panel. I already turned that on. It's working because I can hear everybody, or I could hear everybody on V Pilot or Iveo Premium Pilot. I just couldn't. It's my physical hardware. We'll take this all the way and do a turnaround there in the threshold. RP Gamer says, for most people with the heading bug issue, not autopilot solution works in flight. It's one of the many bugs. Well, you guys, I mean, this is the first time I've ever flown. I've flown the how many streams have we done the 727 on this channel? This is the first time I've encountered a bug. I should have went the other way on the turn. Rastik gifted 5 memberships. Rastik, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. If you pick up a membership from Rastik, make sure you shout him out, say thank you. Appreciate the support, Rastik. Oh, look at that turn. The turn was very close to being in the dirt. It's okay, it's a 727. Look at the haze, though. Alright, so the problem is going to be, if we don't have a heading bug, we're going to have to hand fly. And the problem with hand flying is my Brunner is having a hard time it was not connecting to the sim, which tells me something is not working on my end and just needs a sim restart, but I'm not going to do that. So let me give it one last chance here. Cannot connect to simulation. And when I go to my folders, I don't have that. Mini cockpit. I don't need mini cockpit. That doesn't work. Don't need that for this stream. Just checking something in the Microsoft settings here real quick. Yeah, I can heading bug with the mouse. I have a feeling I know what's causing it to not work. And I can't find where it is. Alright, screw it. Here we go. We'll run this forward. Let's see how this goes, chat. Have you tried Alt F4ing? A-Rod, I'm very, very close, my man. Very, very close. This is going to be a challenge. Alright, 213 on the heading. The SID, double check. Basically 7 DME arc until the 092 course. 7 DME until 092. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Lights are on. Let's go. Letitia traffic. What are we? Vast 357 departing 21 out to the east. Letitia. Oh yeah, this is going to be a challenge. I can tell you already. Alright, spool them up 50. Here we go. Set takeoff thrust. 2.0 on the Eeper. Whoa! Little much there on 1 and 3. Bringing them back. Power set. Check. It feels so dead without force feedback. Up we go, 17 degrees of pitch. And someone's calling me. Out 7 miles. 7 miles is what we're looking for on the DME. I need some lights. We also need to set climb power. Lowering the nose, coming back down about 10 degrees. About 92%. Should be in the ballpark. Get us going. Flaps 5. Oh, this is so weird flying without force feedback. I don't know how you fly without force feedback. Been spoiled. Been spoiled. Oh, 200 flaps T. 4 miles out. Watch that pitch. We got to run the time back. I don't want to fly at night. It's how the pores do it. How do the pores do it with an Xbox controller? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's water for you. Yeah, we love water. I mean, it's fine. It's just, it just seems so dead fish, you know? I'm so used to the yoke reacting to my trim inputs. I'm used to feeling the speed of the airplane change in my hand with the yoke. That's crazy. All right, let's clean it up. Flap 0. Here comes 6 miles. Let's start a left turn. I do not have a heading bug, so this is going to be an ugly arc. We're going to start the turn to the left. Our course outbound Oh boy, we also need to do after takeoff. Man, I'm rusty in the 7.2. After takeoff, crew manager, please. And then we're going for 092 outbound. 092 outbound. So at least my course knob works. I'm going to spin this around. I tell you what, I'm just going to set 092 because I don't have a heading bug. So we're just going to turn all the way around. 250 on the speed, 092 is the course, so it's a tight left turn all the way around. We'll keep it going. We're right about 7 miles, so we're going to cut that off here. Spring feedback. Yeah, spring feedback. But the thing is, there's no spring. Like, it's still there. I have a set force, but it's just static, like it doesn't change. It's basically acting like a spring. All right, passing 6.8 for 270. We're still 250. I just love being able to, you see how I'm chasing the trim and speed? When you have the force feedback working, you literally trim for your speed and let go, and you're set. It's really easy to control. Now I'm kind of hunting for it here. We'll set up an intercept heading of about 060. That looks good to me. We're still outside of that 7 DME, so we're fine, really, honestly. Not terrible. Let's get a little bit more pitch in there. We're starting to get a little bit fast. Come back up about 12 to 15 degrees. Bleed off some of that speed. That livery, though, is worth it. My new excuse, my force feedback, pinky in the air, was not working. Yes. That'll make landing interesting, for sure. Because without, that's the biggest difference I'm noticing right now, is without that, and it makes sense, without the force feedback, without the control loading, you literally have no idea where you're trimming to. Because you can't just trim away the pressure on the yoke, right? Interesting. All right, there's 10K. Let's lower the nose. Let's continue to accelerate. We'll look for about 270 in the climb out. I'm going to be preemptively running my auto throttle speed bug up here. Now remember, only really supposed to use that in cruise flight, so just to give me a reference though. Stand by. All right, y'all, we got problems. We got people here to fix the AC in the roof. So we're gonna end it here. So I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll have to do this stream 2.0 maybe tomorrow. But I can't continue on like this today. So sorry to let y'all down, but they're gonna be tearing apart the roof now. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you in chat.